A huge event kicks off this week here on the Suncoast. Suncoast Remake Learning Days is a 10-day learning festival that celebrates more than 200 learning opportunities in our region.
And we welcome Beth Duda. She is the director of the Patterson Foundation's Suncoast Campaign for grade level reading. She's here to tell us more about all these exciting activities, Beth.
Yes, that's wonderful. It's a 10-day festival across 4 counties. We're in DeSoto, Charlotte, Manatee, and Sarasota counties. All the events are free and open to the public, and there are more than 207 of them.
That's amazing how big this has become. I remember when we first started talking about it a few years ago, and now, especially with last year's kind of redo, it's a big deal.
Events are arranged around different themes of learning?
That's correct. There are themes around the arts, around maker spaces, science, technology, outdoor learning, and youth voice.
Can you give us an example? Like, I know there's so many, but like just a couple that come to mind.
Well, in DeSoto County, a helicopter is going to be landing on the grounds of public housing, and families are going to be able to touch the helicopter and talk to the pilots. There's arts for all ages in Charlotte County, a night at the museum at the Bishop through SOAR and 4 in Manatee County, a Touch-a-Truck event in Sarasota County, and that's just the top of the iceberg. There are hundreds of events that families can participate in starting this Friday, going through the 30th.
Beth, can really anybody come?
Anybody can come, absolutely. There are some events that are targeted for certain ages. Loud at the library, at the Betty J. Johnson Library, is really targeted at middle school students and their families.
Oh, they'd be loud anywhere.
No matter the age of your child, there are plenty of activities to participate in.
This had to depend on a lot of different organizations working together hand in hand.
Absolutely. We've been working all year, collaborating with many different organizations, not-for-profits, cultural organizations, schools, museums, libraries, businesses have all come together to create these events and to market them to their specific audiences, and it's been a joy, a true joy to work with so many people. More than 270 organizations banding together to make this happen.
That's a lot of work. What is the purpose? What are you aiming for here?
Well, I think overall, to make sure that everybody's aware that learning happens everywhere. We don't have to dedicate only our school hours to learning, and that families being involved in the education of their children is going to strengthen their children. It's also going to strengthen their own lives. And the Patterson Foundation is dedicated to strengthening individuals, organizations, and our community. So this was a beautiful fit, a way to involve everyone in bettering our own lives.
When I was looking at the list of activities, like the helicopter, I was saying, oh, that's too good to be true. That's too good to be true. And then I saw the Patterson Foundation name on there, and I thought, it is true. It is true, and there's a very good purpose behind all this.
There truly is, and I am so grateful for the Patterson Foundation generously funding many of the organizations to help them put on these events, so truly they're able to do what it is they want to do. They can attend to their mission while drawing in families that perhaps haven't ever experienced this before.
And it's free, as we were talking about with some of these Earth Day events. I mean, to be able to get out of the house, take your family somewhere that doesn't cost anything, and then just have some new experiences. I mean, that's priceless for parents.
Yeah, and the fact that it's 10 days means you can go from one thing to the next, right? You don't have to just go to Betty J. Johnson Library or anything. So much options.
In fact, in DeSoto County, the school system has put forth a bus that's going to be taking people from event to event.
I love that. That takes a ton of pressure off of parents.
Because it's in school time. So are the schools involved too?
A lot of the schools are putting on, all of the events happen outside of regular school time hours, but there are events at the Catholic schools, St. Joseph Catholic School, Gosio Elementary, Tuttle Elementary, Deep Creek Elementary, Mayaka City Elementary,
something
and
close to everyone.
Many more.
So Linda will make sure that the website gets on the screen, but I want you to explain when we put out the website, what do parents do? Is there a big list of everything? How can we know what to do?
There's an event guide that they will be able to find virtually on our website. There's also an app. And there's a QR code right on our website. All you have to do is take a picture of that QR code. It'll lead you right to the app. You can design your own schedule of events and just, as you said, go from one to the other.
That's a good idea, that scheduling. I love that component.
Yes, because you don't want to miss anything. You don't want to look back and miss anything. So we need to do that right now, everybody. Figure out what you want to do. And the Suncoast Remake Learning Days run April 21st through April 30th. You can see that complete schedule of activities and events if you go to suncoastremakellearningdays.org. We'll be right back.